Alright, welcome back once again, everybody. We got another VOD review here from Ice Squawky, aka Anime is Real. He is a silver player and mixed with a lot of gold people, and for some reason it is the exact same skill rating. I've never actually seen a game this low, so I'm gonna be, crumbing my feet a lot. I'm gonna be cringing a little bit. It's gonna be kind of difficult to give critique because we're gonna go way back to the caveman era in this footage. We're gonna go back to the past. We're gonna look at the basics of the game, what you need to do to follow the pure basics of the game. You're joining voice chat. Good fucking shit. I'm already gonna I'm giving that an applause. Good shit, man. That is, and the good old hello.
Hello.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Doing good.
Yep. Yep. Ah. Oh, okay, okay. These are defense heroes. Come on, pick the Reinhardt. Pick the Reinhardt. Oh, no! The anime's real. Why? Pick the Reinhardt. You need a shield for your Junkrat. No! Not the Bastion. No! What are you doing? Okay. Oh, there's a Reinhardt. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. So, this comp at silver level is not the worst thing I've seen. We got a Reinhardt with Bastion. It is not too bad. We got a Soldier, which is definitely bad. He's just not a very good hero in this meta. And she should be running a McCree or a Reaper or something like that. You're running Roadhog, which is pretty good, and we have a Symmetra, which is good, but this should be an Ana then. If you want to run Symmetra, you kind of need an Ana or a Mercy or a really strong healer. So this is not terrible. The worst pick is probably the Soldier in this case. So we're gonna look at what we can do here. So this is not the worst comp ever. It's not too bad. You can definitely win with this. Your Symmetra's giving you guys shields. Okay. So not a whole lot of conversation going on. No Bastion going like, hey man, we can hold up here. No Reinhardt saying...
Still for sex Symmetra? I've never seen that before, that skin.
Talking about fucking skins instead of setting up the plan. Oh my god.
I've never seen that Symmetra skin before.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. You can check out the skins in the menu.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Wait, what do you say? Did you ask how
How's
is
everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Nice.
No, spreading positive. See, that's one thing I'll give you props for already. You're spreading positive vibes throughout the whole game, which is good because people that are tilted and people that have negative attitudes are gonna create bad play around the game. So
Win this, and then I get gold. No pressure.
Same with me.
let's win and he get gold. Yeah. So yeah. So putting some pressure on people. I like it.
1994, so this should make it.
Okay, so already right now, I can't actually believe what I'm seeing right now. Like, okay, cringe number one. Why is nobody on the high ground? This is number 101 thing of every single part of every game in this game is if there is a high ground, 80 or 70% of the time it is good to be on the high ground. Whenever you're on the high ground, you have positional advantage. You can shoot people from above, and people have no cover whenever they're on the low ground. If they come from the high ground up here, if they need to heal, they go back to the wall so that they can't, so you can't shoot them, and their healer is just there, or maybe they have a Roadhog, he can heal himself, something like that. When you're down here, you need to walk all the way into this hallway, or into this hallway, or anything like that, and then you need to wait for the heals. So it's really difficult. You need to be on the high ground. So in this case, you should be telling your team, hold up top right, because holding top right is just the way to go. It's usually the place where everybody goes. So as a Roadhog, you would be watching on the right. The Reinhardt should be holding in the front. He makes a call. They're top right. If they're there, you say they're far right. Somebody can go their streets if they're streets. So on and so forth. But you're at least holding the point. You're not holding all the way forward, which I would imagine is a potential thing that could happen. So your bastion should be setting up at the Reinhardt in the top right, where he can just hold the shield. So if they're coming in through this area, they can just spam through that. But you're playing here. You're still kind of not... This is not too bad. You're holding aggressive. You're playing your corner, which is really good.
And they have a Rhine as well.
Making some calls. Could be you're talking to yourself.
Coming from right.
You need to heal yourself right there. You have a Lucio. You have no possible way of actually healing yourself with quick burst, so you need to use that vape, man. And Tivok28, thank you so much for the sub with the Twitch Prime. I have no sub alert on the VOD review, but thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It'll be on the other scenes, the sub thing. One quick thing I'll say right now is how fucking hilarious it is that the Symmetra's put 5 turrets in here, and their Reinhardt has chosen the path of doom into the 4 or 5 Symmetra turrets, and he's just completely caught here. So you go for the hook. Should have probably went straight down. Everything's just super scattered. Some people are on high ground, some people aren't.
Rhine inside and everyone else
You should definitely just be on high ground.
on the main stretch. Nice.
Okay, so you got TP. This is not as bad as I thought it would be, honestly.
Able to finish off that Roadhog?
Okay, so right here,
Anybody able to finish off that Roadhog?
right here is another example of where you need to heal yourself. You're exactly missing the amount of health that it takes for the E to heal you. So you need to heal yourself right there. Because right here, if he went for the hook on you instead, you would have died straight away.
Alright, no problem.
So I'm not sure what you're doing here. You definitely need that heal. You need to heal yourself. You need to use that E. You need to use that E. I'm still waiting for it. If you okay, so right here, you got knocked away by the Roadhog. If you had used that E all the way back here and been to full health,
Able to finish off that Roadhog?
right here, their Roadhog has ult.
Alright.
So if you healed yourself now, you'd have full health, and you'd be able to interrupt his ultimate here. So he's ulting, and if you were full health, you could have just turned to him and you could have grabbed him. And then you and the Roadhog, you and the Reinhardt could 2v1'd him, and you could have made the call like, kill this Roadhog right now. And then you'd be 2v1'ing him. But yeah, general tip as well, don't hook first on a Roadhog. So hooking first is always bad. So I'll tell you why hooking first is bad. It's because when you're Roadhog, it's going to be so mind fucking to explain. I don't know why it's so hard for me to explain it, but basically, you have a Roadhog, well, you have you, and you have the enemy Roadhog. When you pull the Roadhog to you, you shoot him once, and he shoots you once. But you shoot first. But that still means he gets the shot off. So you trade shots, which means that you're even. Whoever hooks first will get the first shot off, which means whoever hooks second will kill you, because you hook, you shoot, and then he hooks you, and he shoots first, because you cannot shoot him before he shoots you. So you die. So do not hook a Roadhog if he's full health. Hook him second. Whoever hooks second always wins, if it's a one-on-one situation. So you go down here because you get focused. You're making some calls, it's good. I'm not actually sure if you're holding the push to talk. I think you are. You switch to a Zarya. This is a good, so what do the enemy team have? Why did you go for that Zarya? What made you think that the Zarya was a good pick?
Their Rhine took me out, and their road is low. No, never mind, he healed.
Oh, so I'm desperately trying to see what they have.
And their road is low. No, never mind, he healed.
Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, so they are running a really good comp, actually. They're running a surprisingly good comp. At lower level, for some reason, I seem to see a lot of soldier.
because Soldier is apparently popular there. But Soldier is not actually that good of a hero, is the thing. So Soldier, they're running Soldier, Ana, Reaper. Okay, so they're running Roadhog and Reaper, and that's why you're switching, which is I think that's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Zarya is a solid hero all around. Zarya is a great hero all around. Definitely a good switch. Roadhog and Zarya are both really good. Just a solid hero. It's a fine switch if that's what you want to do. If you didn't feel like Roadhog was working out for you.
Don't you have teleporter?
Okay, so at this point, just call for okay, so right here you can see that you're losing the point and whatnot. Your teleporter's down. You might not have known that because you asked for it, but it was very clear to me that the first thing that went down that fight was the teleporter. I even noticed that. So you need to call for the team to just tell basically you need to make 2 calls. If I was you right now, I'd make 2 calls. Let's say swap Symmetra to a second healer, and fall back, give them the point. Let's just regroup. So regroup and swap to a second healer. But you're choosing to go back in, and he's not on speed, which is really bad by this Lucio.
Just let him have it.
Yeah. So you're choosing to let him have it really, really late. So it's just kind of bad-ish judgment on that. But you're not getting punished for it because this is silver. So that's okay. So you should not be contesting a Roadhog in a hallway. The Lucio should not be. So you're just again you got caught here because it was bad. It was a bad sense of judgment on giving them up the point. See, already back here, I already know. I know the map layouts and what it takes to. If you lose a fight on some maps, sometimes you have a second fight. If you lose on Numbani and King's Row and like hybrid maps and shit like that, it's very hard to get a second fight in for those type of maps. So I already know you should have called to back off, and you're 3 people here, but you end up getting picked off, and you end up getting chased out by everybody here. So you should have just went really far back. You should even made the call, but you end up getting called here. The Rhine ults you. You get charged, or somebody else gets pinned. Your Lucio gets pinned. He gets caught off. Now this barrier right here it doesn't make any sense. I guess you were trying to eat the fire strike. Also, I have no clue why you'd put it on space. That is so inappropriate. I guess comfort picks. And is this on E or F? Wait, what? Okay, so for some reason I thought I was gonna ask you, if you're aimbotting, because this switch over to the Lucio is the most suspicious thing ever. Look, he's on the Reinhardt and just boom, just locks onto the Lucio. But I guess your sense is just really high, so you kind of just snap to him. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, you're just not falling back right now. Is the problem? You still have the Bastion. Your Soldier went to a Reaper, which is really good. Your Rhine is just getting fed, like he's feeding ult. Or you're feeding their nano boost, and you're letting them push the payload for free. Because you're not grouping, because you're going in one by one, you're letting them push the payload for free, essentially. See, they're just pushing, and there's nothing you can do about it, because you're not grouped up properly. And you're just getting picked off one by one. Is the thing. You're just getting picked.
Give up already. Come on.
Yeah, so this is what happens. People start flaming each other. He went Mei. Now this is more like it. This comp's pretty good. You need the Ana instead of the Mercy, but this is actually you starting to look like a real fucking comp right here. You're running Mei Reaper. You're running Lucio, so you got speed boost with the Death Blossom. But the problem is that your team is not playing around each other at all, and you're not regrouping. Even right now, you should not go past this corner right here, because you are in the big risk of getting hooked. So people are just kind of ulting on their own. You're fighting when their spawn is incredibly far forward right now. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of things going wrong. You're not regrouping properly. No calls being made. Ults are being thrown left and right. No one's contesting the payload. Your Reinhardt's dead. You're going to have to frontline. That is a good ult. That is a good ult. And you're going to clean this up. So finally you stabilize. For once, you stabilize. Now, the first thing you do right now as you stabilize is you make the call to tell the Reaper go high ground. Go up above them. And the Reaper can make a play, because if the Reaper is above them, he can drop back down behind them, and he can make a play by killing a couple supports. And he can Wraith out, and this Lucio can speed him out, you can shield him. So he can just, you know, be an assassin, be the character he's really supposed to be. Now you're punishing this Reinhardt, which is good, because he's overextending. Shielding the Reaper is good. Good tracking, dude. That's one thing I'll say. Your aim is good. The aim is like the aim is not an issue. Sensitivity might be a little high, but
I got full charge.
Okay, so in this case, when the Reaper gave you enough charge, do not go near a Reaper. If you don't have a shield, don't go onto a Reaper.
I got full charge.
Like, going near a Reaper is extremely dangerous, because he just deals way too much damage. And yeah, you're way overextended right here. So you're losing, because you're too busy trying to kill the Reaper. You're losing track of where the rest of the enemy team is right now. You're losing track of them, and because you're losing track, the Mei wall does save you the rest of your team, but you're gonna get caught off here, and which might end up resulting in you dying. You didn't, which is lucky, but a lot of other, you know, at higher ranks, you would have gone punished for that because you overextended really hard. The mail really saves you, though.
Thanks, mate.
So yeah, big overextension there. Just remember to just try and play with Zarya. You want to position kind of. You do have a Reinhardt, so you gotta position right behind the Reinhardt or next to him, essentially, so that you just see enough for, like, so that you essentially are not too far forward or not too far back. And the way to also position with Zarya, if you're alone, that is you can overextend a little bit, but not far enough if you have your shields up. If you have your shields up, there's going to be a little bit of a time window where you can play aggressive and move forward because your shields are up. But as soon as the shield starts to run out, you want to be going backwards. So yeah. So the payload is right here, essentially, and the only reason you should be holding here is if you can fight them before the payload. If you can't, you'll need to let them get to the payload and contest it from the backside of the payload. But you do have your Graviton Surge. You're not making the call that, you know, you have it. None of your teammates have ults. So what you really need to say right now is just to go, hey guys, I'm 4% from Graviton. I'm going to ult them before they get to the payload. Play on it.
I almost got grabbed.
Okay.
Sure.
There you go. You made the call. Good call.
Ult tag, guys. 92. Alright, I'm ready.
Okay, so you made the call. That was good. I just talked about how you need it. I really need to watch more so that I don't just talk out of my ass. But yeah, you made the call, but you need to say exactly what your plan to do with the ult is. You do ask whatever the rest of the enemy team has. YouTube audio is a little low. All right, I will turn it up. Yeah, you're right. It is super low. But you need to say, I'm going to ult them before they get to payload, or when I see an opportunity or something like that, play on it. Or something like speed into them, and we'll kill them all. Something like that.
I'm not gonna pop it, but I have it.
You're not going to pop it, but you have it.
Get that Reinhardt. Good job.
So that might have been a smart decision. You saw the potential that you didn't have any combo ults. At this point, you need to look at what ults your allies have right now. Once again, overextended. You should be behind the Reinhardt, not in front of him.
Nice.
Mail catches them really bad.
Reinhardt.
Not
Okay,
bad
fall
shields. See, so you're doing work because you're stabilizing. And the thing about fighting them before they get to the payload and shutting them out like this is that it's really good when you have the ult advantage and you have the ults to do it. You have the ults to do it. Like when you have the ults to do so, you can just keep holding out like here. Now, obviously, a super good play right now would be to go up high ground or something like that and just hide with the graviton. As soon as they all go past or whatever, you grab them.
We got a Reaper around their other Reaper. There you go.
That was awesome.
You're now other Reaper.
Okay, so there are Roadhog ults. He gets to the payload. This is fine because the enemy team is super messing up right now, like really really bad. Okay, so one thing that I want you to keep in mind is the fact that you see these two messages in the chat here. It says Earth Shatter is ready, Death Blossom is ready. So you want to be saving that E for the potential that the Reinhardt might need some follow up. He might need a shield. The Reaper might need a shield when he's using the Death Blossom. So just keep those things in mind. So the Reaper dies, and your Rhine is super deep,
Their Lucio's
and that's a really great shield on him, honestly. But again, you're overextending really hard, and you're not focusing the same target. No target calls are being made here. There's so much chaos going on. You're just kind of fighting on your own. Not a whole lot of synergy. And you're overextending extremely hard right here. Just trying to kill this Reinhardt.
Oh, they dropped the beat. Okay, I'm in a pickle.
In this case, right here, when you're faced against the Reinhardt, you should have tanked the Fire Strike first with your shield. Secondary, you should not be looking at the ground. You should be looking at the Reinhardt and right-clicking the floor so you create space between you and him. You know that he just used Fire Strike. He has no way of reaching it with his hammer if you create the space by hitting the floor with the right-click. Because right-clicks in this game, for Zarya, will bump people away. I think that's going to be patched in the next patch. I'm not really sure about Season 3, but yeah. So you need to look at the Reinhardt because you are missing potential DPS with it. And also, you should be shielding. Your shield has been up for God knows how long, and you're not using it, and you end up dying because of it. So you need to just use that ability right. So there, one of their players leave. That's, fucking whoop-de-doo for you.
My ultimate is charging.
I'm with you.
So right here, you need to ask so when I'm at base and I just died and I'm the only one that died and the rest of my team's alive, unless they're making calls, I want to ask them a question, something like, "Are you guys fine? Like, maybe you should regroup." Like, give them ideas to potentially what their situation is looking like. So right here, you're just kind of walking back. You have no idea what's going on. You don't see anything in the kill feed. You see their like everybody's alive, so you don't know if they're fighting or not. No one's making any calls. A little bit in the chat here and there, but you've no idea what's going on. It's just some arrows going around everywhere. Like, this might be like a slight clue, but is this I'm with you as in I'm with you going back? I'm with you as in like we're going back. I'm with you as in we're going in. Stuff like that.
Nice ult, May. Get there, Ana.
I have ulti again.
Get the fucking Ryan. So the Ryan is apparently focusing the Mercy. And the problem with the Mercy right now is that she's just not great for the comp. She definitely doesn't really fit with just the way of the... Like, she's okay, but going Ana there is just a lot better. You've been holding on to this Graviton for like quite a while, and really what you should be telling your team is I want to make a play off of it because I've been holding it for too long, essentially. So if you have any ults to combo with, like you don't even need that many ults to combo with. You can just speed into them, catch a couple people off with the ult, they're all going to be caught up in it, and the Reaper can just shred them all to pieces. That's good enough, you know? Like, people aren't going to exactly react. At this level, people aren't going to combo that many great ults. If you just get caught in one ult or something like that, they're just going to be screwed. Because they don't have anything to do. Roadhog is not really a close combat fighter. You know, Mei can freeze everybody in the Graviton, and the Reaper just shreds them all. So you're holding on to your ult for way too long. And I feel like I missed a couple things here. I think this fight was just pretty scattered overall. So you're coming back and you shield the Rhine. That's pretty good. You get a pick. You're focusing the Roadhog, which is not bad. You're focusing the right targets, so that's not bad. You make a call, get their Ana. I have no idea where she is. But yeah.
I have ulti again.
Okay, so Mercy not being there is actually not a bad thing, so you can still fight. Because Mercy doesn't contribute anything to the fight. Her main goal is that if she has res, is she just needs to hide it, and she comes out when they need to res, essentially. So her being late to the fight is fine, because she's going to be there just in time to res if you guys lose the fight. So, what you need to tell your Lucio at this point is, like, if you see anybody overextending, like, you can just exactly say this. Okay, Lucio, if you see anybody overextending and I'm with you, don't feel afraid to speed on to that target, and we can all just punish him if he overextends or something like that. Because there's a lot of overextending happening here. People are just kind of throwing abilities and ults out of their ass, like, completely. Including you. You're overextending right now, and the payload has almost gone back to the initial position here. Okay, so you ult here. You actually made a combo. Oh my god, you got a combo down! Holy shit! Grab freeze! You guys see that? Add gold! Silver! Whatever. Yeah, nice mail! Fucking nice mail! That was sick! That was really, really good. That was perfect. Okay, that was... Okay, no Reaper. Just stop being edgy here. That's too much. Alright, that's too much. So I don't know what this was for. By the way, when he did this ult, even though there's literally no fear of him getting interrupted or anything like that, shield him anyway. Shield him for the safety. Because shielding him will allow him to not get CC'd. You know what to do. Just shielding people that will need it, like shielding people that are high nooning, that are death blossoming, you know, a Rhine charging in, a Roadhog ulting, Tracer trying to get in and bomb them, something like that. It's just super important to shield your targets. And your shield was up. You had the cursor over him for a little while.
Oh,
So, you have res. Next call we need to make is fight on the cart, guys. We have res. So die together.
God, I hate her.
But there's also 10 seconds left. So just tell your team, hold aggressive. Don't let them get to the payload.
They dropped a beat.
You should be shielding your Rhine. Wait, it was a little bit too late. But you should be shielding your Rhine. And you're losing the fight. Okay.
94.
Your use of barriers are not entirely optimal. You don't shield yourself when you should in this fight, and you don't shield your Rhine when you should be in this case. So I'd pause when exactly I'd use it on him. Now, essentially, he's turned around, he's dropped his shield, and he's being poked out, taking some damage in here from both the Roadhog and some of the other enemies, the Reinhardt as well. So you need to shield him now. Now. So you do it about like a second or two too late, which is not that good. And essentially, you're keeping the shield, the focus off you, but as soon as the focus is back on you, as soon as this Rhine is swinging on you, you should put your shield up. You should definitely, poke the barrier up. You should shield the only target that is alive, which I forget who was. But you do manage to hold it off pretty well. So that was a good chain of events for this particular Streets phase, which you can just see how much work you can put in if you just straight up group up really far back, everybody's together, and you don't get picked off one by one. As soon as you grouped up, you did so much work done. You got so much done, and you just started, demolishing them, because you just outplay them mechanically and alt-wise, and instead of them actually alting, instead of them like alting, wisely like you, they just threw them out there. They threw them out the window, and they kept coming into the fight without ults. And then you, obviously, because you're winning the fight, you gaining more charge, so you kept rotating ults really well. So as soon as you regrouped, you did well. That's all I can say.
There for 5 minutes. Good job.
To be fair, they got the payload, I think, past that little tunnel, and we were able to push it back. I'll give him a bit of credit on that point. Shut up! Don't put him down, man. The pick was fine. He switched. We got the point. That's all that matters.
There you go. You're okay. So that's not entirely the word use I would have used. I would have used something like, I think the pick was fine for first point, but I do agree that we should have swapped it for second point. But he did, and we held him really well. I wouldn't have said shut up, and the shut the fuck up or anything like that is not appropriate. Just tell the guys if we easily focus on this game, we can win, no problem. It's so easy to win. Just tell them it's a free ride, Yeah, so there's spread negativity in the chat for no reason. Hold on.
Maybe another tank.
I'm thinking about which tank right now. I'll just go Zarya again, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your Lucio is doing really well in terms of the calls. I think he's trying to step out of his comfort zone, trying to just think about what you can do and what you can play and all that sort of stuff. So he's getting the standards down. He's not entirely speeding onto the targets, but essentially what you're looking for is just key people that can help you. Key people that can help you win. So if you trust the Lucio, make a plan with the guy and just keep positive and spread positivity in the team with him. So the dude goes Symmetra. I don't know what he was before when you were on here. He was Mercy. What I'd just tell him is you did really well on Mercy, dude. If you could pick it again, that'd be fucking awesome. That'd be sweet. And he does go, okay, so he does go Mercy. Again, I really need to just stop all the time to explain things. I need to just watch more of the game. So you're going through the left exit, which is really dumb, because there's no reason to go through the left exit. You always go through the middle. It wastes more time.
Oh, well.
Random barrier for no reason. It just kind of looks like you guys don't know where to go right now. You should be going to... Where are you going? So, just want to say this little bit of 53 to, whatever, 40... 47 or whatever, you had no plan for 6 seconds straight. And whenever you're on a time limit, You just need as much time on the point as possible. So you need to attack. Yeah, you'll have several attacks, and trust me, when you're competing for overtime, it's very much a game of time. So you basically just need a plan. So when you have Reinhardt, Reaper, and Zarya, you should probably go top left, which is up here in this room. So no one's making that call, I'm assuming. So I want to see where you go. So you try to tank the fire strike. That's a good. That's
Ryan, I can
it's
show
good.
you. Get some damage.
Tank some damage. That's a good call too.
Reaper behind.
Nice call. He fucked off.
Shields down.
Okay. Okay, I got 84 charge. Let's go.
How the fuck does he have a hold?
How did he pin me?
Okay. So in this case, you guys are going from streets. I just wanted to watch that out. So in this case, you guys are you're going from streets. You have no way of. So their Torpion did a really good thing, right here. You're actually going on the wrong call. Basically, you think that you want to go when you have charge. That's not entirely the way to do it. That is just that's only the beginning. Their Torb put a turret up here on the high ground. When you're going from the streets, you have no way of contesting it, especially with the picks that you made from the start here, which ended up being, Ryan. Hold on, what was it? Yeah. So look, none of these heroes can contest that turret whatsoever. So you need to just try and go high ground or something like that, and then have McCree poke out the turret behind Reinhardt's shield. That is the best way you can go about that. So their Reinhardt had ult because you tanked all their fire strikes. Simple as that. Actually, this is the luckiest fucking Rhino. Hold on. Yeah, so he literally dropped the shield for a frame and then he shattered.
Thank you.
Shield the Reaper. That's a good call. So at this point, I can hear this Reaper behind me. I don't know about you. Those shotgun shots, I can hear that there's a Reaper behind, and you need to kill him ASAP.
They got a turret up top. Let's go.
So for so long, okay, so the rest of the team do deal with the Reaper. But you should definitely have been focusing him too. When there's a Reaper behind, kill him. Kill him straight away.
Come to the left here, please.
Okay. So you're trying to make some adjustments because you know you need to get around that turret. Now this is obviously not the way that you want to go. Like I mentioned before, you want to go all the way on the top right. You want to get on the high ground so that you can poke out with some Zarya right clicks on the turret. You can put if the Ryan shield is 2000, the McCree can poke out the turret, and the Torb is either forced to just stay on the low ground or build a new turret because their entire team is on the low ground. You can easily go high ground and just poke them out, and just as soon as you get a couple picks on the point, you drop, and you kill the rest of them, and you speed onto them.
You go in, shield Ryan, so the turret doesn't kill me. Okay, I'm gonna flank it.
Okay, so you flank in the turret, which is, I guess, a way to deal with it.
It's up top.
Lucio on us, right?
Turret's dead. On point.
Okay, so so the reason why that worked and why it's like an okay play is probably because your team played passive enough at this point to where you wouldn't die, because having a Zarya and not be there for the whole fight is very, very risky.
On point.
So that's obviously, you are not the person that should be taking out the turret. I will say that. What's up, Daniel Gramos? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. I'm just reviewing my viewers' VODs. Essentially, this is a silver game. I'm just reviewing what you should be doing and what you should be doing better. You should not be the one taking out the turret. That should be the Pharah on your team, or the McCree. I'm pretty sure he was McCree before, but he swapped to Pharah. So you're doing pretty well. You know, you're
Thanks for the beat drop.
pressuring the Rhine.
Ryan's dead.
That was really good. That was nice.
Take this. Reaper still on point.
And Lucio. Lucio died.
Lucy's down.
Oh, Anna's on
Anna, I
point.
think.
Yeah, so this is really good. This is really good.
Lucy's down.
You're calling like Anna, you're calling Lucio, like you're calling for targets. So as soon as the Reaper Wraith, you call for some different targets, which was really good. Calling for these targets is very important because as you can see, you're calling for Anna, you're Lucio, and you are calling for the Anna, which means you can hear that the Rhine is going for the Anna as well.
Can you take her,
Reaper
Ryan?
dead ahead.
Oh, they got a... Torb's got a turret. Nice.
Yeah, so their Torb has a puny little T1 turret. Don't take care of that. It's so poor damage. You shouldn't even have to deal with a tier 1 turret. Also, I will review this fight again just so that I can tell you what you could do to stay on high charge. That shield on the Pharah is not very good, I don't think. You should just be looking at... You should not be chasing the Lucio. Lucio should not be the focus target for a little while.
Lucy's down.
It should definitely be the Reaper or the Anna. So you see that the Anna's going in.
Anna, I think.
So you could have used it on the Rhine because she probably would have hit the shield once.
Can you take her,
Reaper
Ryan?
dead ahead.
And you can see that the Reaper is...
Can you take her,
Reaper
Ryan?
dead ahead.
You can see that the Reaper is going for... you know, the rest of the team over here. So maybe you should shield one of these two targets, like shield the Pharah, shield the Mercy, and then they can maybe take out the Reaper a lot easier.
Oh, they got a... Torb's got a turret.
So don't take out this turret. And yeah.
Nice.
You know, just be up in Reinhardt's face. That was a good shield because obviously
Ryan's almost dead.
you'd expect him to you'd expect the Rhine to start swinging his hammer, but he was just holding the shield. Right here, whenever he's this low,
Ryan's almost dead.
like this, you can melee through the shield very easily. So that's what I'd do. I'd just do melee, 2 melees or something like that. You do left click, but just remember that meleeing is an option as well.
Nice job pushing away Lucio.
Okay,
I get Volti.
Come back on the point. Yeah.
good call, good call. Telling people to get on point. So right now, you need to look at if your Pharah has ult.
Come back a bit, Ryan. No one's coming with you.
Good call
To be
again.
honest, I don't want to risk that battle.
Good call, good call. And the Reaper, nice. Okay, so I would have actually said that good call for the Rhine, but what you should have also said is that the Reaper's coming down the stairs because there's only one way he can go through this corridor. It's down.
Come back a bit.
So you're telling the Rhine to come back? That's good. That's
Right.
really good. He's listening to you. But you guys need to speed onto the like when he's walking down the stairs down here, you need to... Your Lucio needs to, like, kind of have the idea, like, okay, maybe we should speed on him here. We should catch him here.
No one's coming with you. To be honest, I don't want to risk that battle.
Reaper
I'm
on
too
left.
much of a pussy.
Okay, there's your cue. Okay, so what you need to say is to your Pharah, we can combo, right? That is not an optimal shield. You know that the fight is about to break out. Yes, the Reaper is dead, but you can still combo on 5 people.
We got a Junk or Anna going in. I think it's Anna going in that building to the right. No, it's Torb. I was completely wrong.
Yeah, so essentially right here. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted by the chat right now. What you need to do right now is not chase any targets that are out of focus or whatever. This turret that he's building right here is completely stupid, and there's such a small angle that he can actually hit you from. Also used to be right-clicking here.
It's Torb.
So what you want to do is you should be focusing on telling your Pharah that you can combo, because she has Barrage, you have Graviton. If you can combo just like a few people, and then shield her when she's up in the air, then she won't be able to get Roadhog hooked, she won't be able to get stunned, nothing like that. But instead, you're chasing people out of, that are, off position, and then you end up getting killed by the Torb.
Mercy, you're a godsend.
And then, of course, because you have no combo with the Zarya, you end up ulting 1. You still end up winning because the rest of the team is doing work. And because your Pharah's getting a lot of work done because they don't have anything to deal with her.
The nanoed Rhine. Almost there, boys.
You're pushing payload. You're pushing payload. Your Rhine is not there.
Sorry for talking shit. You're doing well, Girth.
Okay. Right here, you could have prevented this death. I think you're too focused at this point on pushing the payload, maybe.
Sorry for talking.
Tell the rest of the team right now. You need to make the call of, guys. I'm gonna come back to payload essentially because you're first of all you're missing Ryan. If you do want to push up, so as soon as he gets hooked, if you were in front of the payload because you are a frontliner, you are Zarya, you're supposed to be in the front. You could have shielded your McCree, and he would not have died here.
I can't really see it. It's too
So
bright.
you should have shielded him. But what do I know? We're in silver, man. You won anyway.
GG, boys. Nice.
You still won. Incredible amounts of mistakes made from your team and from you. There's a lot of mistakes that need to be fixed. Honestly, your aim is not very. It's not something you need to work on. It's actually very not bad at all. It's pretty damn solid. So don't worry about your aim too much. Maybe you should improve on it a lot if you end up climbing to something like Master. You should maybe look into working a little bit on the aim. But your aim is pretty good. So let's not look at that aspect. Taking the high ground is very, very essential in this type of in just this type of environment. If you take the high ground, there's so many people that don't know how to deal with not taking the high ground. If you get your Reinhardt on the high ground with you and your team, the enemy team just has no idea what to do against it, and you end up winning way more games in gold and silver because you are doing the basics and they are not. So yeah. Hey man, I mean, I think you have the potential to get really far to get Diamond Master, something like that. Yeah, I think you can do a lot of work, Squawky. Honestly, there just needs to be more. You need to have first of all better teammates, because I do think you're a little bit better than these guys, but you're holding on to your ult too many times. Sometimes you need to be more aware of. You need to just play more to get more game sense, essentially, because whenever you get the game sense down, you need to. Or you get the feel for what's a good combo, what we can do, and just this team is all about the team synergy. It's all about the synergy. It's all about knowing what to do to improve. Like when you Reaper ult, you shield him, like just the basics. So I've told you a lot of basics, and I just want you to implement it into your play. And once you get the game sense down, you can really start comboing ults a lot better, because comboing ults, taking high ground, shielding the right targets, knowing how to tank a fire strike, making good calls, you'll be confident as a shot caller, and you can make really, good calls and all that sort of stuff. As soon as you get all that stuff down, you'll easily be Diamond. Easily. Like, no problem. And as soon as you work a little bit more on it, work a little harder at it, work on knowing like when to switch, knowing what's a good comp, knowing what are good strats. So just kind of implementing the little extra things like hiding with Graviton, stuff like that. Then you can easily take it to Master, So yeah, that's it. That's the second VOD review. I hope to continue this series as always. And for those people on YouTube, thanks for watching.